Hey everyone, so guys, welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be showing you a custom LEGO adult Link, or should I say teenager Link, and I think that this is the best LEGO minifigure Link I have ever made. This is the first time I have made a adult Link, and I just think it turned out completely amazing. So yeah, let's get into this video. So now I'm just going to show you the minifigure itself, and I think that this turned out absolutely phenomenally. The reason I actually made this minifigure to begin with was because I was just tinkering around with some Sculpey, and then I came up with this design for a hairpiece, and I think that this turned out completely amazing. And the problem I think that some of my previous Links have had was that the hairpiece was way too big and it just didn't look proportional and it looked crazy. And since I made this hairpiece that looked so good, I just decided I really wanted to make another Link just because just making a Link around this great hairpiece would just look amazing. And it did. I think that the shoes are probably one of the best parts of it, honestly, because just the details, it looks so much like the actual shoes from the artwork. And by the way, the artwork I was using was this artwork. And also, as you can see right here, then the Link that is from Ocarina of Time does not actually have the big holster, I guess you would say, for the sword. So I decided not to include that, also just be some extra work. But I do think that the belt that I did make does look really amazing, and it really does just seamlessly flow together the cardboard that I cut out for his tunic and the body that I painted. And I think it just looks completely amazing. Also, I painted on the white before I painted on the green, so it does actually kind of look a little bit like there's some depth there with like the different layers that he's wearing. The hands are pretty standard. I did make this hand like a ton of times by now for Links and other minifigures, so I feel like I don't even have to try when I'm making these. They just come out really quickly and pretty okay, or at least standard. I mean, like the best you can get out of those types of hands. The arms also look pretty good, you know, average stuff. The legs and the arms I made in white, obviously, because Ocarina of Time Link has, you know, white, those things. So yeah, they turned out pretty good. Also, this little detail where I've just painted on this little like Z type thing on this line, I think it looks really good and just looks exactly what I wanted to come out of it as. Also, the head is probably something I should definitely mention, just because it turned out really good, and a lot of my other anime heads that I've made in the past, I always think they're gonna come out like really good, because, you know, it's not that hard. You just paint on eyes and dots and stuff, but they don't come out very good. I think this one came out pretty much as good as I was hoping it for, and maybe a little bit better. The eyebrows are pretty big, but I think that they just look pretty good, and all around the head does really represent Ocarina of Time adult Link, or should I say teenager Link. The painting I did on the helmet itself, or should I say, you know, like hat hair thing, I think it looks really good. There weren't very many, you know, missteps that just looked really horrible and made the whole thing bad. One thing on the back, if you can maybe see there is a little splotch that I had to paint over because I got something else on it, but that doesn't look too bad. It looks okay. Also, I decided to make the hat a little bit smaller than I normally do, and I think that looks really good. And just overall, I think this is like a really good minifigure that I made, much better than all the other ones, and I really like the improvements I've made because I haven't been making customs like this for a while, so I really am glad that I could just get back into it and make a really awesome custom. So yeah, moving on. The only other thing I made for this minifigure, just because the minifigure is so good, that I decided I didn't really want to make another Hylian shield and another Master Sword, because I don't really think I'm very good at it. I don't think it would turn out very good. I feel like it might even ruin the custom. Not ruin the custom, but make it look significantly less good on the shelf thing that I have it on. And also, I've just done it a lot, and a lot of other people do it. It's just like, you know, the classic thing that a Link would go with. So I decided to make this bow instead. This is the hero's bow. I think it turned out completely amazing. There are a few things where it's just, you know, standard painting, and it doesn't look amazing at those parts, but when you just look at it from like afar, or just even a tiny bit back, then it does really look good and gives off the impression of the hero's bow, and it, you know, just has all the iconic elements, and it just looks all around really good. And I'm really glad that I made a item to give this Link that also looks about as good as the Link itself. So yeah. So overall, I am super happy that I made this minifigure. It looks completely amazing and is probably the best minifigure I have ever made. So yeah, if you like this button, please hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Also, if you have any comments at all, please leave them in the comment section below. And I'm sorry I did not post last week, but I was on this field trip thing that kind of was on Thursday, so I couldn't post it. I'll try to post another video to make up for that. But yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, see you guys next time.